Hello, Bill Tucker. I want to talk a little bit today about positive thinking. Now, in the dating game, lots of people say, oh, you have to be positive. You have to be positive that that man's going to show up, and you have to be positive you'll meet him. And that's quite a hard task and quite a hard thing to hear when you feel that you're running out of time. That, or because of your past circumstances and experiences in the dating game, that you're running out of time and he's not going to show up, and you keep attracting the numpties and the plunkers. Now, the thing is, the positive thinking, it doesn't cut it, because it's like the little boy whistling in the dark to keep his spirits up. And it's not real. It helps sometimes. It's better than thinking negatively. But here's what's much, much better, is choosing better thoughts. But there's a time and a place to even choose better thoughts, because we're not meant to be up all the time. We're not meant to be happy all the time. We're not meant to be joyful all the time. We're not meant to be whatever all the time. And we're certainly not meant to be sad all the time. And we're certainly not meant to be negative all the time. But say, for instance, you're in a place where you're not having a good day. You stub your toe on the way out of bed, and you've met miserable people ever since, or you slept in, or whatever. So you're not having a good day. And those sort of days, or those sort of times, or moments, or hours, or minutes, or whatever they are, is to acknowledge, okay, this is where I am. Let's try and keep away from people. Not the best person to talk to right now. Not the best person to be around. I'm a little bit prickly. And just acknowledge where you are and accept where you are, just for the moment. And also honour the fact that this too will pass. Because that's just how it is. This is the season. This is nature. That's just how it is. But if we're in a place where you want to feel better, then absolutely choose something that makes you feel better rather than trying to do the positive thinking. Because positive thinking is just trying to drown out the negative noise, sense, feeling in a mind and body. It's like looking at your bank account and then doing an affirmation and saying, oh, I am wealthy, I am rich. And the little voice in the back of the head is going, check your bank balance again. Who are you trying to kid? Choosing better thoughts. Anywhere you are. And I would suggest that you get into the habit of doing this and having things prepared. Like if someone's come around for a meal, you wouldn't answer the door to them and then think, oh, what am I going to do? What am I going to cook? What ingredients have I got? Whatever. And choosing better thoughts is exactly the same. So wherever we're in a situation where we don't want to feel the way we feel, like I can sit and look out the window right now. I'm on the farm, a little mini orchard, and I look at the trees, and I love greenery, where some people love the sea. And obviously we can't be with greenery or by the sea all the time, and especially if we live in a city, but there's trees in cities. But choose something, whether it be a plant, whether it be your own plants, whether it be flowers, whether it be a cat, your dog, your children, a family member, whether it be a nice picture that reminds you of someone nice or something that feel good. And I want you to just connect with whatever it is. It may be a rug, it may be a seat, it may be something that you purchased that was a special moment, or when you felt really good about yourself. It may be an award that you received where you felt proud. Absolutely. So whatever it is, I want you to almost like have a list of these and be able to tap into them at will. So you're not scrambling looking for something that if you're making a meal for someone, you would be scrambling looking for ingredients at the last minute. It's exactly the same, but we just don't do this. We just don't prepare for the next time we're going to feel a little bit. And again, when we feel a little bit low or less than we want to, instead of positive thinking, I want you to just immediately think, what just changed? Because some of my circumstances had to change for my feelings to change. No exceptions. Who did I speak to? What was the text, phone call, message, Facebook, whatever it was? Who did I see? Who did I connect with in some way or another, or not connect with? Who let me down? Or whatever. Check in there first, join the dots up together by how you feel, and that's enough lots of times just to soften how you feel. And then choose something from your repertoire. Like for instance, when I lived back in the Isle of Man, I had a lovely big sunny lounge and it was full of plants everywhere. Now I love plants. I don't know the first thing about them. Don't ask me any of the names, nothing zilch, but I loved them. And if you ever find the work of the Japanese researcher Emoto, who him and his colleagues, they froze water crystals at a specific moment. It took them a couple of years to be able to do it properly. And because the feelings and the vibrations and this energy that we're surrounded with, and our own thoughts and how we feel and the words we say and the words we say to ourselves or other people, these emit a frequency of vibration. And he observed that when you had a plant or a water or whatever, in the water crystals, if you played a heavy metal or death music, so to speak, the crystals would be black and horrible shapes and configurations. But when you played it Mozart, which in my opinion is one of the greatest healers who ever lived through his music, when you play some Mozart or some beautiful music or uplifting music or say lovely things like I love you, those crystals were beautiful, they're like snowflakes, stunning. And every cell in our body is exactly the same. But whatever we are, whether it's 75 or 85% water, whatever is the correct figure, I don't know. But we're made up of water and we're made up of molecules. And there's a lovely saying by Deepak Chopra that says, every cell in our body is eavesdropping on our thoughts. That's big, really big. And it's not to be frightened, but it's about being able to choose to change our thoughts. So in my big lounge in the Isle of Man, I had all these plants, and if I had a client just about to knock on the door, and I wasn't feeling that good, no, like, oh no, and I didn't have time to do the work on myself, then I would go in and water my plants, and I'd tell every single one that I loved it from here. And by the time I walked out that room, it took me two big watering cans to water all the plants. By the time I walked back out, I'd answer the door to my client and I'm in a nice, balanced place. So whatever works for you, nature, greenery works for me in any shape or form, whether it's music for you or whether it's a connection with someone else, whatever it is, have your repertoire to hand. So anytime you feel out of sorts, so to speak, or you feel negative, or you feel the need to positive think, that's the time to, one, acknowledge how you feel, two, to have a look in your own life, what just changed before my feeling changed, instead of suppressing. And then maybe, and I've done another video on this, can't remember the title, sorry, but it's about this very thing about resistance, suppressing, probably resistance or something, about pushing these, what we call negative feelings down, and just acknowledge them, always acknowledge them. You go, oh, hello, where did this come from? And then choose a better feeling. Because people talk about the law of attraction. This is the law of love attraction. And you may say, well, what's this got to do with love? It's everything to do with love. Because energy is not selective. It can't be specific. Like you can't lose weight on your a certain part of your body, your hips or wherever it is. You have to lose weight everywhere. And energy is exactly the same. And it's not choosy, it just goes where our focus is. And it's really important to choose to change your focus. And we can do that without having to suppress and positive think and all that sort of stuff. So try it. Let me know how you get on. And tell me what it is for you. Like for me, it's watering my plants in the front room. And for me, it's always greenery and nature that does the trick. And I love the sea. I was born facing the sea in the west coast of Scotland. So, and I lived in an island for 25 years. So I've had my fill of sea and I love the sea. But it's not my first port of call. Whereas for someone who's a real water babe, always the first port of call, sound of the sea, the feeling of the soft, warm sand, anything. Have a check in yourself, because the better we feel more often, the quicker the guy comes. And remember, positive thinking is okay, but doesn't cut it really. So, because positive thinking is mental, how we feel is emotional. Hope this helps. Again, comments down below. What is it that you felt the need to positive think on? And what is it you've done to change that? What better thoughts or pictures are you choosing? Let me know, absolutely. Because it's all about the community, the sense of community. We all belong, absolutely. And it's really essential that human beings feel as though they belong somewhere. And I want you to feel as though you belong here, 100%. So, Bill Tucker, datinginsidesecrets.com, and I look forward to connecting with you very soon. Bye for now then.